Hello, welcome back to my channel, Ask MCT Chris. In today's session, we're going to look at the many-to-many relationship in Power BI. Stay tuned, but before we start, let's watch my intro. Let's look at this Power BI desktop that is opened. I have two tables in here. One is the city data, which has a state, the city, and the population. And on the sales, we also have the state, the type, and the sales amount. Under the state, in the sales table, we've got the California, Texas, and Washington. And in the city data, we have California, New York, and Washington. Now let's go into our model tab and let's create a relationship from the sales table to the city data. So I'm going to choose the state and relate that state into the state of the city data. Once I release my mouse, there would be the create relationship pop-up box, and it detects that there is a many-to-many relationship between these two tables. Now, we can choose the both cross filter, or we can also choose which one is the one side of the relationship. If we choose the one side, that the city data would be the one side and the many side will be the sales, we can choose this one. And if we wanted to use the sales as the one side and filters it through the city data, we'll choose the second selection. In this case, we're going to choose the single on the city data side and filters it to the many side of the sales. Once we have chosen that, we can now hit the OK button and Power BI will make that relationship. Now let's create a report. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a table and we're going to place in there the state. And let's get the population also from the city data. Let's focus on that. And then let's also take the sales. If we notice, we cannot see Texas in here. And we know that in the sales, we've got some Texas sales amount. And the reason for that is we made the one side the city data. That's why in city data doesn't have Texas on it. So we can go back to the model view and we can change that to both, and then we can apply security filter on both directions and then hit OK, and then let's go to the report, and the report still remains the same. So to fix that, what we need to do is to create an intermediary table and then link the sales and the city data into that intermediary table. So I'm going to delete this relationship. Let's now open the transform data, and in that transform data, that's where we're going to create that intermediary table. I'm now going to use the append queries and create a new table, and I'm going to append the sales and the city data table, and I'll hit OK, and then I'm going to remove the other columns and just leave the state column and remove also the duplicates. Once I have done that, I can now change the name of the table to states and then do a close and apply. Once that has been loaded, because I named my column to be state, then automatically Power BI creates a relationship with the other tables. Now let's look at the report. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these fields in here. Choose the state, choose the population, and choose the not that state, but the state that is from the states table, and then choose the sales from the sales table. And if we look at it, we get Texas, we also get New York. And that's how you fix the many-to-many relationship in Power BI. You create an intermediary table and make those two tables link to that intermediary table in order for it to be broken down as one is to many. I hope you've learned something from this session. If you did, please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe for more tips and tricks from me. Thank you for watching.